Welcome to Syndicate Tonight. I am your host, Spurge. And as always, joining me on a lovely, somewhat seasonably warm spring day here in St. Louis. What are you doing, bro? Is the one and the only, the General, Mr. Quincy Workman, the owner and operator of the Texas Syndicate. What were you doing, bro?
Trying to get comfortable.
What were you doing? Trying to get comfortable?
Yeah, I'm old.
Or you want us all to see your sweet, snazzy shirt?
No, this one, this one, you don't need to see this one.
Huh?
You don't need to see this one.
I decided to change it up today. I'm going blue because of our background. You know what I'm saying? Today.
Okay.
You know,
I'll send you a blue shirt.
You send me a blue one finally?
Yeah, I'll make you a blue one and send it to you.
Quincy, we have you did another big signing today. You added 2 more coaches to the staff.
Well, some of them in there from the beginning. We just not announced them.
Well, I mean, listen, we just announced them an hour ago, or that they're going to be on the show. So
yeah, and we just formally announced them, like last week and the week before. So that's kind of my fault. So I take blame for that, but I wanted to give everybody else an opportunity, to let to say.
Is that how it worked?
Yeah,
I did tell them pre-show that I'm always waiting on you because I never know when you're going to show up onto the show. Usually like a minute or two behind. That's
a lie.
But now we started on time for a change.
That usually because you be having technical difficulties.
But Quincy, should we introduce them?
Yeah,
Are you ready?
Yeah,
no, that's your job. You have one job on this show. It's to introduce them. So
my job is to be here and look pretty.
No, your job is to introduce them. Go. So that's why it's single now on you.
Oh, okay. So, hey, tonight we're going to have our offensive line, Mr. Coach Parker, and newly signed defensive line, Mr. Coach PJ, coming to the stage.
And here they are. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight on Syndicate Tonight. How are you guys?
Doing great.
Coach?
Good, let's go. How y'all doing today?
Coach Parker kind of scares me.
Why? He's an O-line coach, man. They do that. O-line and D-line coach is always like that.
He just looks like a very
it starts with us. That's right. The O-line starts with us, man. All right.
Wow. Okay. He's shot out of a cannon. He is shot out of a cannon. Gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us here on the show tonight. It's great to meet you guys. So first and foremost, there you go. First and foremost, Coach Parker, I'm going to go with you. Give everybody a little bit of a background of who you are, and then we're going to move right over to Coach PJ Hardaway.
All right. My name is Daryl Parker. I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia. I've been coaching on and off semi-pro for the last 4 or 5 years. The last 4 years I've been doing football.
Good.
Something I'm gonna bring towards this organization is that not only am I gonna be the guys gonna be well trained on the offensive line, but I'm also know the rules too. That's the one thing about it. So that's what I really bring to this organization. Structure, rules, and just following Big General.
There you go. And I missed Coach Hardaway.
Yeah, I'm PJ Hardaway, originally from Buffalo, New York. This will be my first year with and doing semi-pro, but before that, I've just been around mostly college. Did a little bit of scouting for the Hulu Bowl and for other player representative companies in the past year and a half, right, going on right now. But as far as defensive line, I'm just going to be trying to do my best at making sure that we are very fundamentally sound. We're disciplined, but at the same time, violent as hell, and physically and mentally, and make sure that we are on the same accord, making sure we're working together as a team. That's my goal, man. And I'm just ready to get this stuff started so we can show what we got.
There we go. I love one of the things you guys both said. Disciplined and hungry as hell is what both of you said. Now, Coach Parker, you have this thing you like to specialize in called the Beast offense. Did he freeze? Did Coach Parker freeze?
Oh, that's what it looked like.
I think he did. So what we'll do is we'll remove Coach Parker real quick because I think he froze. If he didn't, that is a very stoic stare that he was giving us. I will say that. Now, Coach Hardaway, I understand. Yeah, he did froze, so he's going to come back in. So I understand that you're a military guy also.
He's Air Force.
You're
the best. The best. The best.
That don't count.
Now, here's the thing that I've noticed about Quincy and his staff. You guys are all military in one way or another. Okay, here he comes. Coach Parker's back on. Let's see if we can get him. We got to tell him to calm down because I think he was moving too fast and it threw. Coach Parker, are you there?
I'm here, brother.
Okay, look, you listen, bro. You gotta slow down. Don't move so fast because I think you scared your own internet service. That's why you froze. I think.
Well, that's what happened. Yeah, you're probably right. Offensive lineman, that's how we do. We scare everybody that we see. Look at this face right here. You see that, General? See it? You see it. Yeah, that's right. I moved too fast. That's why the stuff cut off. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Spectrum. Let's get this stuff together.
Listen, we will say this, and we will give you a compliment. You were sitting there and you were frozen. And if you weren't frozen, that was a very stoic stare that you had. Just like that one. Yeah. Did he freeze again? Yeah, there he is. Okay. No, he didn't freeze.
No, I'm good.
He must have got his internet from Temu or something.
Oh, the Temu internet. He did say Spectrum. Hey,
guys, I'm here. I'm right here.
We got you. We got you. Yeah. We can't. All right. So, Coach Parker, I was asking Coach Hardaway. You guys are all military in one way or another. And so what does it mean to be working for a man who is also former military? I'll go with Coach Parker first. Well, hold on.
That makes it easy.
Oh, yeah, I said Coach Parker first. My bad. Go ahead.
Because in that form right there, he has a standard set up already. So it's just plug and play. Because like I said, I think about some of the military background. So it's, you know what I'm saying? We know what we gotta be. We have the standard in which we have, and it's much easier that way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know why he's called the general, but yeah.
All right, Coach PJ.
Basically the standard is the standard, so you understand exactly what you're getting into. You know nothing's going to be sugar coated, and you get your marching orders early on and just keep moving. I mean, it's just that simple. There's no sugar coating. You're always going to know where you stand at all times, and like I said, the standard is the standard. So military standard, constant communication, and no excuses.
See, that's the thing I'll give Quincy is that, you know, if I'm not mistaken, Quincy, on your staff, I think there's only 3 guys that are not military. Right? Yeah. 3 guys? Okay.
3 on the coaching staff. I think he has 3.
So 3 guys and the rest of you guys are military. How are you guys going to handle the 3 non-military guys? Coaches?
I think it's easy. I mean,
it's
gonna be easy. I mean, because like, you know what? Somebody's gonna set the standard, and then that's how we're gonna go. Like even for this interview right here, right? You said that the general was always late. That's something we gotta make sure he instills in himself when he's doing his podcast, that he's on time and everything like that. So, because when I first got on here, I mean, you said, hey, he's always late. That's not a military thing that we go by, but I'm pretty sure the general gonna get it together. You know, so it's cool.
Do you believe him if you wanna? Believe him if you want to and get in trouble.
Hey,
All right,
Hey.
Coach Parker, I do got to ask you something. You have something called the Beast Offense.
the beast offense. No, I don't have the beast offense. No,
But no, it
listen
says
to me.
no. Hold on. It says that your expertise is you specialize. From my notes I have, is it something called the Beast Offense? Has an authoritarian. Go ahead.
Well, okay. So the beast offense that, and which are notes you have, my blocking scheme, through the blocking scheme we have, and I like to do, is a mixture of a lot of things. It's a lot of combative stuff that we have in there, hand placement, feet placement, everything like that. So it's gonna look like a beast. The way we're gonna move and we're gonna attack the defensive line. Get ready, PJ, because that's what we're gonna do. Not only in practice, not even in the game, everything like that. We're gonna move with a sense of urgency. So it's gonna seem like a beast. The way we're gonna be moving, our hands gonna be moving and flaring all around, trying to get these guys to move what we want them to move. That's why it's been called the beast.
All right, now, Coach PJ, you heard what he said about his beast offense mode that he's going to have, right? And as the D line coach, and you said that you were a scout and you'd been scouting for some people. Why you roll your eyes, Coach Parker? I mean, that's pretty impressive.
I want to see him in the trenches, man. That's what I want to see what he got. His 4 against my 5, man.
But as a guy who's scouting, you heard what what is it that you're looking for on a D line to combat something like that? A guy who's going to be doing a lot of hand movements and stuff like that. What is your prototypical D lineman look like?
A guy that just doesn't give a shit about the person standing in front of him, just straight violent, gets off the ball very well, fast, and has great hands. That's very, very violent. That just doesn't just stay in one place at all times. So it's just going to be constantly moving. It's going to be like a chess match for between our O line and D line in practice. It's going to make us better on both sides of the ball. But my D line is we're going to, like I said before earlier, it's like fundamentals. We're going to stay very disciplined. We're going to control the line of scrimmage, and nothing's coming through there. That's my expectations. That I know that's going to be my D line's expectations, and we're going to control the tempo of the offense instead of the offense trying to control the tempo for us.
All right, I like that, Quincy. I think this might be a fun little practice here between these two guys. When these two guys get ready to line those guys up against each other, I think it'd be fun. Now, I do want to ask you guys this. So let's get into it, okay? So when you guys are looking at a player's tape, what is the one intangible that makes you move them to the top of your board, regardless of their stats, to make them one of your starters? Who wants to go first?
That's a good question. So check this out. When I'm looking at tape at people, right? Everybody can stand and look and say, oh man, this guy, he pancaked this guy. He took this guy 15 yards down the field. I want to see what they're doing before the play, during the play, and after the play. I'm looking at how are they coming off the ball. I'm looking at their ankles. I'm looking at, are they turning their hips too early? All the intangibles that I need to see, because I got the biggest dude, 6'6", 6'7" guy, but he don't move his feet. Or he blocks with his hands and not blocking with his feet. His get off, he's taking plays off. And that's what I look for in an offensive lineman when they come and do this beast stuff.
Okay, Coach PJ, for you, same question.
Just perhaps whether or not determining how the D lineman actually gets off the ball, how he gets off the ball, like what is he doing, like how he getting off the ball, and then before the play, does he recognize what the offensive is doing pre-snap, and then changing up if need be when that time comes after the snap. How well he does in traffic, when it's like how well he does against combo blocks, whatnot. Does he just gets washed out too easily, or does he actually cause havoc and be able to either split between them, the O line, or is he able to hold his own within, against those combo blocks, or does he like I said, does he have great hand placement, and does he have a good motor? Like if the play runs away from him, does he just sit there and look, or is he actually running down the play from the back end?
All right. Now, here's the thing I find the most interesting about the Continental Football League. It's called the Continental Shift, right? And it's the Canadian style rules in that fourth quarter, okay? So we're going to go to that question in the high pressure late situation games. And with the Continental Shift the way that it is, how they're going to the Canadian rules, what is your confidence level in the system that you've built and that you put the ball, Coach Parker, for you, where you put the ball in the offensive line's hands, and Coach, for you on the defense, how your defense will handle those new rules to the Continental Shift? Who wants to go first?
I go first with that one.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Now, when we're dealing with a lot of the coaches that are going to come up with their defenses and stuff like that, everybody loves a 4-2-5, or everybody likes a 4-3. They're going to try their best to do what they can to control the line of scrimmage. And here's the thing in that Continental Shift. The fourth quarter, everybody's going to be it's really different because the line is going to be on the ball. That's when I think that we really going to really win this situation, because a lot of people are going to sit down. They're going to be playing Chinese checkers, but I'm going to be playing chess. Me and Coach O, we already talked about how we're going to do this and how we can be able to manipulate most of the guys. The thing about it is this: I can look at the scheme that they're going to have, but I'm also going to look at the personnel they have. If I got a guy who's a yard off the ball, who's trying to bull rush upfield, I got him. I want to use their momentum, because they're going to shoot a gap, and I'm going the other way. That's how I think that this offense that we have, this offense that we're running, it's going to be weird at first, but then it's going to catch it. Now, we're not doing any trickery. I'm saying we're doing trickery. We're going straight at them. We playing hands in the dirt, going right at them. You know what I'm saying? So
right
now that last quarter, that's when I think that's when all the magic is going to happen and stuff like that. You know? Okay. You hear that, General? That's when the magic going to happen. You heard?
All right, now, Coach Hardaway, for you. Now, you guys are going to be built up. You're going to be a yard off the line. And you heard that. I mean, that's going to give the offense a little bit of an advantage for their offensive line. So for you, how much do you trust that system that you're going to place in to help combat that?
Basically ensuring and preaching every day, letting them know, like, hey, gap discipline, and gap discipline, and don't overshoot or overrun the plays. Make sure that you're loose when the play is coming towards us, or if going away from us. You know, we have to understand that, hey, like, stay home, be ready, but also have the motor and trust your eyes to take you where you need to be at and to make the play. So it's just more or less, we just make adjustments here and there during the game. But the main thing I'm going to be trying to hone in is like maintaining gap discipline, because if we don't have gap discipline, it's going to be a long night for us.
Yeah, and especially with you guys being that yard off, it would be hard. But with that being said, this is Syndicate Tonight. I am Spurge. Right over there, joining me every Monday night is the General, the man, the owner, the operator, Mr. Quincy Workman of the Texas Syndicate. Right below us, right below me, we have the offensive line coach, Mr. Coach Daryl Parker. And right next and below Quincy, we have the D-line coach, PJ Hardaway. Guys, I'm going to ask you this, and this I've asked every single coach that has come on the show and all of that stuff. You both said that you've been in the world of college. Did we lose coach? I guess we did. All right, Coach Hardaway, I'll ask you. You said that you've been in the semi-pro world. Now you're stepping up the college. Now you're stepping up to the pro world. You get the phone call from Quincy and it says, hey, I want you to join my staff. What was going through your head, and what was the first thought that you had when that call came?
The first call, well, I would say a little bit. I wasn't expecting it, but at the same time, I was like, "Game on! I'm ready. I can do it." Um, I'm like, if you really love football, then you're down for whatever. Doesn't matter. Like you can coach. Doesn't matter what position it is. You just got to make sure you bring the energy and make sure that the guys understand that we have one goal, and one goal is to win the damn championship. So yeah, I'm ready to go, and I was excited. But hey, we're gonna get this. I'm excited.
This is what it is, and this is the one thing I've learned about Air Force guys is they have to go at a moment's notice, jump into a jet, and hit G's in like less than seconds. So I mean, they got to be mentally tough because that's a lot of damage to the brain. Is it not? Is it not, Coach? When you're taking those G's at that fast, when you're taking off, right? That's a lot of damage, right?
Dude, that's only people that fly jets.
Yeah, I don't fly, but I've been part of combat landing, so I will say, hey, it's not for the weak.
That's only people that fly jets.
Doesn't matter. He was in the Air Force. He was still.
It don't matter. We ride on the same planes.
No, it doesn't matter. He was doing takeoffs. It doesn't matter. He was doing takeoffs.
We do the same planes. It does.
Nope, he was taking takeoffs, taking all the G's. You didn't get a lot of those G's, Quincy. You didn't get a lot of those G's. Coach Parker, I'm going to ask you. You get the phone call from Quincy. All the years that you've been doing this, now you get to the chance to get pro. What was that first thought? And what was going through your head when it happened?
Okay. So, like to get the opportunity to do this, right? At first it was I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of scared at first because I thought I was gonna be overwhelmed. And the first thing about it is once I got in touch with the head coach, my offensive coordinator, we sat down, we came up with a plan of action. Once I did that, Mr. Quincy and the offensive coordinator, they have given me free reins to make sure everything I teach my guys and the techniques I teach my guys are going to be instilled into the actual offense that we're running. So it's a good mesh. It meshed into like this together. So after the initial shock of like, hey man, he's giving me an opportunity, I sat down, I buckled down, I said, hey, let's go. And I think the first 5 days of like, oh my, like it was like, oh, am I ready for this? Am I ready? Have I been on the stage before? I've been on the stage, but it was always a lower stage. Now I'm ready for the big one. I'm ready to go now. So that's it.
See, there you're now, Coach Hardaway, I'm going to go back to something you'd said earlier. You said the scouting, right? You've done the scouting stuff. Where is it? Where are you lined up at on that? Are you helping scout with Coach Parker and all of that? Like where is that falling in with you being a guy who is a scout at that higher level? Like where are you putting that at?
I'm just like I'm putting it exactly like eventually once we actually start going to practice and stuff like that, we'll be able to, me and Coach Parker will be able to come together and like, you know, critique each other. Not critique each other, but more of like give advice on what he see from the D line, what I see from the O line, and then we'll just work from there. But it's just basically we're just trying to make our team better in different areas for the most part, and especially on the D line. I'm going to be looking for basically the type of energy that they bring. The effort is more very, very important to me because 9 times out of 10, that's what gets guys looked at a little bit more, depending on how their effort is. But based off of my being critiqued by other scouts and stuff and being around them, so it's going to be an ongoing thing for me at least, and then with Coach Parker.
Now, Coach Parker, right? Yeah. Now, Coach Parker, to have a guy like Coach Hardaway, who's been at that level at the scouting and stuff like that, right? Elaborate like on what he said, where he was like, you're going to be critiquing him. I'm going to be critiquing him to help each other make our lines better and make the team better. At the level where he was at, and you were like right at a level right underneath him, right? Like, what's one of the things that you're going to help learn from him to make you better and your O-line better? Did he freeze again?
Oh no.
Did he freeze again?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I did. All right, we're just going to do this. We're going to kick him out. All right, so here, Coach Hardaway, I'm going to ask you this. The game of football has changed, right? It's completely changed and all that, right? There's all these leagues, and before there wasn't these leagues for players to come in and play the sport. Now we have the Continental Football League, which is, professional football, but like single A, double A, football. It's that minor league. It's not minor league, but it's like right there below it, right? All right, Coach Parker's back. You good?
I don't know. I just got a text from the actual the internet thing. They said I'm kicking too much knowledge or something like that. I don't know.
Is that what it says? I think it's just you're moving too much. But that's just me.
Maybe I'm too close. I'm gonna sit back because I'm gonna tell you, they literally just sent me and said, "Hey, you kicking too much knowledge right now. Slow it down." So
I really do think you might need just to slow it down just a tad. Just a tad.
Okay. Let me sit
But
down.
I mean, like I said, you are a very scary individual. So I will say that. Now, Coach Parker, I'll ask you, because I asked Coach Hardaway, with him being at that level of where he was for scouting and all of that stuff, right? And he said, I'm going to be listening to Coach Parker, how he's critiquing me in my D line. I'm going to be critiquing him in his O line, and we're going to help each other get better, right? With a guy that has that knowledge of scouting at a higher level, right? What does that mean to you to know that he's on the other side of you, and you guys are going to be able to pick each other's brains to find the best way to coexist with the two lines?
I think with his knowledge, it's gonna make me, not just me, better, but it's gonna make the guys better too. Because he's gonna be able to saying like, "Hey, check this out." Because that first week of the training camp, it's not about me trying to outdo him. I'm really like him to be able to see, because we want these guys to be able to be looked at on another level. So it's not about me. It's not about me trying my best to go to someone. I'm trying to get these guys, my linemen, to be looked at on another level. So if I have a guy that already scouts on that level, how easy it is for me to be able to like, "Hey, check this out. What do you think? What do you think this?" Okay, so I can bounce all my ideas off him, not for me. It's about the actual 5 guys that's going to be there. It's about this team. To be honest with you, I don't want to have the same guys next year on this team. I want them to be on another avenue. I want them to go. This should be like a springboard for them to go to other places. If that makes sense.
I know. I mean, I think that makes total sense. Now, Coach Parker, before we got you back on, the question I was getting ready to ask was, I'll reiterate it, is, in this day and age of the way football has changed, for the longest time, the only league was the NFL and college. Now we have these other leagues that are starting to come, right? For you two, both as coaches and guys who have been around this system for a while, what is the common modern football trend that you actually think is detrimental to a player's development at this level?
I like to think it's I'm good. I got it. Because you got some people that's like, you want to be coached. Now you got dudes in NBA and the NFL that have shooting coaches, but they're the best shooters in the world. Mm-hmm. You got running backs who are running backs, but they got a running backs coach. Even Michael Jordan had a coach. So the thing we were like, I want the guys to understand is like, hey, I'm a coach. I'm your coach. Now, mind you, there's levels to coaching. We got that, but it's still the same game. Everybody wants to go to the next level, but everyone has a coach. Just be coachable. You get what I'm saying? Like even Coach P he's an actual scout. We have dudes we got ex-NFL players. We got all these people that have these avenues that you can get to. But don't just come there saying, you know what? Well, I'm here now. I've already made it. Nah, you're at the bottom of the mountain. You still can go higher than you are now. You never know. And I want these guys to know. You see, the thing about some of the guys that come and play, even on the semi-pro level, on this level, hey, no one's watching. No one's watching. Everybody's watching. The day and age we are now, everybody has a cell phone. So you never know who's watching. So that you sit at practice, half-assing that practice, guess what happened? Somebody's watching. That's all it takes. Somebody to see. It takes you to make a block that no one was blocking. Sudden, oh man, you see that guy from the Syndicate when he was playing against the Toros? Oh man, yeah, that left guard, I like him. Let's move. Let's see. It could be an arena team. It could be the CFF. It could be anybody. So play like everyone is watching. That's one of the things that we learned in the military, man. You do the same thing, the right thing. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So you practice well. You do it like you're going to do it 100% because you never know who's watching.
Okay, I like that. Coach Hardaway?
Yeah, I would like same piggyback off of Coach Parker. I mean, like you said, everyone's watching. I have noticed like sometimes some guys, they just can't get out of what the helmet that they used to, like the logo on their helmet, what it was, whatever they wore. Some guys just, they got to get out of that and understand that, hey, this is where you're at. You're here because whatever reason you're here, you're where you're supposed to be. You need to, if you weren't, then you wouldn't be here. You'd be, in the league. So just need to ensure that, hey, like everybody has a chance at it, but it's all about, like I said earlier, the effort and the want to actually be coached and take criticism, because if they were all that, then then they would be at the next level. They won't be where they're at right now. But just being able to take some critique here and there and be very coachable, then sometimes it will play out in their favor.
See, here's what I've noticed about Quincy's staff is you all have a certain passion about it. And it's not about a pat on your guys' back. It's a pat on, let's get the guy to the next level. How is it that you can have 8 guys all have the same passion and the same belief? Like, how rare is that to find that on a coaching staff?
It's not about us. Just get these guys where they need to want to go.
Yeah.
Coach Parker?
I think it's because when you sit down and you talk to Quincy, he gives us his mission statement. His mission statement is to give the guys looks and get them to the next level. That's it. It's not about us. It's about the guys that we got. Now the thing about it is everybody had that. We all got our own slice of the pie. I'm not trying to do more than the Coach P. He's probably not gonna try to do more than me. We're gonna meet halfway in the middle. We're gonna build off each other. Every coach that all the people on the staff, we fit like a puzzle more than they supposed to. You get what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I don't know about the other organizations. I'm only going to speak about this one right here. From the time that I've been here, every coach that line. They teeter over that line a little bit, but they don't go too far. I've never seen anybody fishing someone else's pond. You get what I'm saying? That's the reason why we all, when the general gave us his marching orders, we all stay within those lines right there. So every coach do that. That's the reason why I'm getting somebody like I said again, the 5 or 6 offensive linemen. Okay, if I get 2 dudes to move up to something else, check me, crown me king. I'm good. I need 1 or 2 dudes to either make the All-Star game or go to another league. And I can go like this. I can tip my hat what I was supposed to do.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, I got a question for you guys, because this is a game that is mentally tough and hard to play. It's and that's the one thing that Quincy has gotten. He has gotten a sports. What is Mr. Kitchens? He's a sports
performance coach.
Now, for you guys as coaches, let's say that you see a player who's going through something like that, right? To know that Quincy has that. What? Why do I got a timeout?
We also have a sports psychologist and a licensed therapist that will be joining the staff too if the guys need it. So there you go. Now you go ahead.
Well, since you ruined it, why don't you ask the question then for me?
I don't know what you were about to ask. I just wanted to put what I had to say in beforehand. So if you needed to modify your question a little bit, you will have it. So here you go.
I'm gonna ask the coaches. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you guys as coaches to know that Quincy's got people like that on staff and on standby to help your players if they're going through something mentally?
It means that he cares. Yeah, no, I mean, like it seems like it shows that he cares, because you got to think, like, some of these guys, they're away from their family and they have stuff that going on back at home, and just having somebody or having an avenue to be able to talk to someone about whatever, and just be able to release any kind of little bit of stress, frees up a lot of mental ability to, okay, I know, the advice that I was given, I can utilize that, and then I can just go out and just do what I'm doing, playing and stuff. I mean, it's no different than a soldier downrange, whatnot, and they got some stuff going on at home, but they have a psychiatrist or a chaplain, whatnot, to actually be able to talk to. So it allows them to, be put at ease in a way where they don't have to focus too much on their family, because they know their family is good, and their mental is even better. Now they can max out on the mission at hand.
So I love that. Coach Parker, before you go, make sure you guys go to wefunder.com/COFL Syndicate to become an owner of this team. All right, Coach Parker, for you, what does it mean?
Football is like a game, just like we have a game of life. So we all gonna, no matter how we look at it, like I'm gonna get to a point and it is, I'm gonna take it to services too. You get what I'm saying? Because football, I mean, everybody say, "Oh man, we got football." It's a way of life. Life is a game. So no matter how we look at it, how we play it, how we doing this, it's just like how Coach P said. We got people that's gonna be coming from Florida, coming from Canada. We got people from all over that's coming to a place they don't know, and they're gonna be there. And then like we're gonna tell them, "Hey man, take your anger out on the field." But what happens when the game is over? What happens when that clock goes zero? Now, how do they deal with it then? So I think what the big journal is doing is probably very, very admirable of him, because in practice, we're not at practice, people don't stop thinking. People don't stop. We don't just forget everything they have. I think it's a great thing to have those type of services for on staff, so that way you guys can get to it, and because we want them to come. Well, I want them to be angry, and I want them to be very, very, what they got to do on the field. However, when it's over, I want them to be able to go home to their families and be able to have somebody they can talk to, so that way, what I'm saying, so that way it doesn't affect. I don't want them to take their aggression from the field to home. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I think.
See, this is one of the things that I love about what Quincy has, because when we had Mr. Kitchens on, we talked about mental health and stuff like that. And that's one thing that's not, especially in men, we don't talk about mental health like it should be. And with all of you guys being military guys and the whole PTSD, which I think anybody outside of the military, I mean, yes, they probably have some kind of post-traumatic stress syndrome, So I'm going to say it to you too, because I've already said it to Quincy. Thank you for you guys' service. You know, it's guys like you that give guys like me that get to do this every single week. You know, it's the sacrifices that you guys made as military men for guys like me to sit here on a Monday night to do this stuff. So I think what Quincy's doing with the whole mental health thing in the organization, I think it's a really, really good thing. And I commend it a lot. And I really think it's a great thing. Now, with that being said, I got to do another one of our little plugs right up there in the corner. Drip Drop, the official drink of the Texas Syndicate. Quincy, what else do we got? Won't we have another one? Oh, we have. Go on. I'll let you do it.
No, I'm just saying, Coach Parker should give his little commercial that he did up in at the trial for Drip Drop. You know.
Well, all right, Coach Parker, give you a little commercial for Drip Drop.
That's PJ.
Oh wait, well, my bad. Wrong
I already
one.
did it,
My
right?
bad.
You don't have it still?
No, I didn't.
I think you should do it live.
Did you have the one?
I think you should do it live real quick.
You want to do it
Send
live?
it to me.
I think you should do it right now.
To me.
Just so they know you.
Are you going to do it live?
Look, not only am I. You want me to do it live right now?
Right now, go ahead.
When I'm doing a podcast. When I'm doing a podcast and I'm with my great friend Pete in the Big General, I'm always dripping Drip Drop. The official drink of the Texas Syndicate. Let's go Drip Drop. It's easy, baby. Let's go. Huh? Is that what you wanted there, Big General?
Coach Hardaway, what just happened? What was that?
Scene.
I don't understand what that just was. All right.
That was Mr. Serge, what that was part of greatness right there.
Oh God.
Quincy always try to put me on the spot for a commercial, and I can do it anywhere. Okay, anywhere. Okay.
Are you sure you want to? Were you sure? Are you sure you weren't a wrestler back in the day?
No, sir.
Because you can cut a promo very well.
Telling me to stop. They keep telling me to stop. My internet is crazy up here, man. I'm sorry, but I don't know where I'm in San Antonio. I know PJ, you in San Antonio.
Yeah,
PJ, you in Cibolo. Well, I keep getting these too much. You're kicking.
I would say get rid of Spectrum and get a new internet service.
He off 410, man. He off 410.
Timu will do it.
Yes, sir.
I have AT&T fiber.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
What do you mean
Thanks
you're sorry? I mean, it's like PJ said, it ain't the Timu. It ain't the Timu internet, you know?
Oh, man. Yes.
All right. Let's get back on track. This is Syndicate Tonight. I am Spurge, right over there, who joins me every Monday night at 8 o'clock. As we do this every time, is the general, the man, the owner, the operator of the Texas Syndicate, Mr. Quincy Workman. Right below me is probably the man who has been shot out of a cannon the most on this show ever, besides me, the O-line coach, Mr. Coach Daryl Parker. I mean, I would say I've been shot out of a cannon, but you might have me beat, sir, just by a little. Just by a little. You know?
I try my best, sir. I try.
And right next to, right underneath Quincy is the D-line coach and the man who has to take a lot of G's when he was flying the planes, Mr. Coach PJ Hardaway. Listen, that man had to take some G's taking off in those airplanes. That's all I'm saying. A lot of G's, a lot of G-force.
Hey, Jason, I think we should put him on, get Coach Parker on Texas Talking Football.
They couldn't handle him. They couldn't handle him. They couldn't handle him. All right, now, are you guys ready? I got a question for you. If you could go back to your young self right as you were starting off as a coach, what one piece of advice about the business and the side of professional football would that be?
Oh, man.
You want me to go first?
You go first.
The camera's on you.
I would tell myself light at the end of the tunnel. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Don't quit. Try your best to don't hook up your wagon to the wrong person. Keep going forward. Hone your craft, because eventually you will make it to the top. Or whatever you want to do, just keep going forward. You're gonna hit bumps in the road. Get up, stand up, dust yourself off, man, because at the end of the day, you will get to where you want to go. And it's not about you, it's about helping the next person out. You know what I'm saying? Don't gatekeep, help people out, be friendly, and just know that any D lineman coach you meet is trash. That's all I'm gonna tell myself.
It was going good to the very end.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Hardaway, what would you say?
Just continue to be consistent. Don't force it. And that's it for the most part for me. It's just being consistent. Don't force it. And I would probably say make sure that you stay having be very energetic and always be honest. That's just continue being honest no matter what. And then lastly, make sure that, wake up every day to ensure that you don't get humiliated by some old line coach that's straight dumpster juice. But that's it.
I can only imagine what this practice is going to be like. I might have to come down for a practice because it seems like it's going to be fun. That's what he said, Coach. That's what he said. Dumpster juice. And listen, I don't know if you've ever had dumpster juice spill on you. It is not fun. It stinks and it burns. It's really nasty. I was a trash man at one time, and you smell bad for the rest of the day. Yeah, dumpster juice. It's terrible. All right, guys. Now here, I'm going to ask you guys this because I've asked every other coach. And Quincy knows this. The question that I ask everybody with how volatile this whole spring football space is. Summer space, spring space of professional football is, right? What was it that made you guys say that the man sitting next to me had the vision, and what made you believe in the vision that he had for the Syndicate? Ooh, I stumped him. Quincy, I finally stumped two coaches with the answer.
No, you didn't.
No?
Okay, so I was waiting on my turn to go. So check this out. When I first met Quincy, I talked to him on the phone, and I went to the first thing, like when you talk to a person and they tell you their dreams, you can tell whether or not the dream is far-fetched or is real. The passion in his eyes when he was told me the stories he told me on why he wanted to start a team and stuff like that. I sat there, and it'd be times he'd be looking at me like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" Because I want to see. You can look into a man when he's sitting there telling you whether he's full of crap or he's full of hot air, or he's really genuine what he said. When I talked to him, he was very genuine what he said. And I know some of the coaches on his staff. I know James Champagne. I know him. So I know for a fact that with Mr. Workman, he has a mission. He has a mission that he has. And I would not be here if I didn't trust his mission. That's what I'm gonna say right there.
All right, Coach PJ.
All came down to Coach Champagne, and then I know that he doesn't attach his name just to anything. When he puts his mind to stuff, he actually does he goes all the way. So knowing that, Quincy, talking to Quincy, it was like, he was down to business, no joking around. It was straight serious, and he had told me what his expectations are, And that I appreciate it, because some guys, some people you run into, they won't say that. They may say something, but they end up doing a whole different thing. By having that conversation, like that truthful conversation, it allowed me to understand, like, okay, yeah, this is where I need to be, and I want to make sure that I'm part of the staff that actually brings that championship and that family environment that he wants for this team.
Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, I only need you guys to win 2 games. I could care less if you lose every other game there is. You just need to win 2. So all you got to do is win 2, and that's against the Toros. That's it. You can lose every other game, just win 2. And you have to win on May 30th, because I'm not driving 14 hours to come down and watch a stinker. So you definitely have to win on May 30th when I come down.
Well, sir, I'm going to be honest with you. I would like to win every game. Now, I don't know anything about the Toros, anything like that.
You just need to win 2.
Huh?
2. That's it. 2 games. Okay. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
That's all you got to do. 2 games. And the May 30th game is the most important. And even Coach Bedwell said he would let you guys win those games when I interviewed him on the X-Fan show. Did he not, Quincy?
Oh, no.
He said he'd let you guys win them. All right, so you guys are both perplexed on that one, aren't you? You got to go back and watch the interview.
Yeah, it was an April Fool's joke early.
It was an April Fool's joke. All right, guys, so I got another question for you, because then I'm going to go to some rapid fire questions, okay? Quincy's going to want to do a lot of work in the Austin area. A lot of charity work and stuff like that, right? Knowing that, what is one charity that you, as coaches, because he's going to have you guys out there in the area, in the community, what is one group that you guys want to work with and get involved with this team, and why?
I would say homeless more than anything. The reason is just because I every time, like when I do get a chance to go up to Austin, not just Austin, but around this country and stuff, starting to see a lot more people living out of their cars, or they're living under highways and stuff. I would like to see us try to help out in any kind of way within that Austin area to help people find a way to have some kind of dignity, and to not live out, uncomfortable, and it is. I would just like to make sure that the homeless is basically taken care of, and making sure that they have the resources and programs available for them.
All right, Coach Parker.
I want to like 2. The first one, I want us to be, being that most of us are military, I want to work with Wounded Warrior. I want to work with BFWs and youth, because like one of the greatest singers we ever of our time, I believe the children are our future, right? If we can do that, we can help them pave the way. That we are in dealing with youth and Wounded Warriors or the VFW. That's what I want to do right there. Those 3 organizations, to be able to fix anything else. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I like that. All right, now here comes the start of the questions, but we're going to start it off with the toolbox question. It's you can bring one thing in your toolbox, and I will tell you guys this now: do not say food, or do not say video games, because you will get Coach Pops mad at you. Have you guys met Coach Pops yet?
Hey, he's one of your parents, Parker.
He's one of your guys.
Lewis.
Okay.
And he came on. He's like, "Oh, I'd bring my PlayStation 5," and his dad side-eyed him, and I thought he was going to karate chop him in the throat. He goes, "Your PlayStation 5 to football? Yeah. What is wrong with you?" He goes, "You better answer that question again." It was the funniest thing ever. Funniest thing ever. So you have one thing to put in your guys' toolbox. What is it?
A book. I mean,
what kind of book?
It's just a more of like book called Inner Engineering by Sadhguru. Talks about like the way the way out is in. So mainly most all the things that you got going on can be fixed from within, not the outside. So that book is sort of like a Bible to me. It's like I really hone in on that, and no matter what type of stuff you're going through, you can really learn a lot about yourself and how you are and your temperament, your mood. But yeah, I will have to say that book in engineering.
Yeah, Quincy, you shook your head, but that is one of my 3 go-to reads. It's that book, The Secret, and The Art of War. Those 3 books are some of my go-to reads that I'll listen to in the car on a long drive. All right, Coach Parker, one thing you can put in the toolbox.
We talking about in the toolbox, right?
Your toolbox. One thing.
A whistle.
A whistle. Okay.
Because the Art of War is in my mind already. You get what I'm saying? So if I whistle. That's it. Whistle.
Okay. All right. Now, you guys ready? You guys ready? We got 3 minutes. So here we go. Mm-hmm. We're going to do this. We're going to do a this or that, right? Grass or turf?
Grass.
Grass for Coach Hardaway?
Turf.
Okay, turf. Dome or open air?
Open air.
Dome.
Oh. Go for 2 or kick the PAT?
Go for 2.
Kick the PAT.
They haven't agreed once yet. Wow, you can tell they're one's a defense and one's offense. College OT or the continental shift?
Continental shift.
Yeah, I'll say that. Continental shift.
Okay, we finally got one. All right, now you guys ready? Press box or sideline?
Sideline.
Press box.
Okay. All right, this is one for both of these. It's 4th and 1. Coach Parker, you're running it or passing it?
We running it, baby. First of all, we ain't gonna have no 4th and 1. What you talking about? Nah.
Coach Hardaway.
Nah.
4th and 1.
It's all run.
Are you blitzing?
Oh wait, blitzing or what?
You blitzing or man?
Shit, fuck that. I'm blitzing that.
Early kickoff or night game?
Touchdown.
No.
Early game or night game?
Night game.
Night game.
Night game.
Well, you guys are going to be playing. You better be hoping you guys are playing night games in this league and being in the summertime. It's going to be hot down there. All right, now you guys ready? This is I wanted to do this because you guys have been so fun, right? So I gotta see your guys' answers for this one. Best football movie of all time.
Remember the Titans.
Did you just say hold on. Coach Hardaway, did you just say the program?
Yeah.
Yes. My favorite scenes when they're laying there in the street like a bunch of psychopaths. Yes. But Remember the Titans is a good one.
The program. It's a great one. It's not a great one. That really happened.
I know.
I played in that stadium, Victory Stadium in Norfolk, Virginia. Yo, that's still to this day. The program is some made up stuff, PJ. It's made up. A lot of them are hitting his head under the glass and stuff like that, doing steroids.
Look right there. That's a throwback. That's a throwback. That's a throwback.
Ain't no throwback. Right. James, get off the feed. Get off the feed. Throwback.
Greatest jersey of all time.
No. Barry Sanders.
Okay.
I'll say Jerry Rice.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I know this one question that's going to be coming up here. One word to describe a perfect season. Ooh, Sean Taylor. Good one.
Man.
Fall.
Okay.
You said what?
One word to describe a perfect season.
Oh, for like a football, right?
Yeah. One word to
Fall.
describe a perfect season.
Fall.
Okay.
Fall.
Yeah, I'll go with fall.
All right. I know where Coach Parker's going to go with this. The most underrated position on the field. Oh, this is a good one right here.
Cornerback.
Journey. Wow, that shocked me. That shocked me. Coach Hardaway?
Yeah.
Tight end.
Oh, tight end. Okay. Coach Parker, I figured you'd go O-line. That's what I figured. All right, you guys ready? The GOAT. The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Brady or Rice?
Brady.
God, oh. I have to say, I'm a Bills fan, so I'm not saying Brady, man. I'm saying Rice. That's not happening.
Wait. Time.
I'm a hater till I die. I'm not sorry. No.
He's from Buffalo, man.
He's from Buffalo.
I'm not. No, I'm sorry. I'm not putting
the place.
Brady.
The place that said they got the best wings ever. I mean, what you expect? I mean, yeah.
I figured you were going to say Jerry Rice anyways. That's why I was like, oh, he said Jerry Rice. Where did he go? Where did Coach Parker go? Quincy, Coach Champagne, can't you control your own line, Coach?
Oh, man,
he's got his Dolphins.
I'm a Dolphins fan over here. Yes, let's go, baby. You see this, Bills? I'm a Dolphins fan. We gonna have this. Is gonna be a horrible. Oh man, I gotta look at this dude in the face every day. A Bills fan. Whatever.
Bradley Chubb.
Oh. All right, you guys ready? Most intimidating stadium to play in.
You said what? Most difficult?
Most intimidating stadium to play in.
I don't know.
I think it's the Bills.
You're saying Orchard Park?
The Bills Stadium.
Orchard Park?
Yes.
There you go, Coach Hardaway. He gave you some love.
Yeah. I would say yeah. It's either the Bills or Philly.
Oh.
The fans is yeah.
The Bills because the fans is the Bills Mafia. Yeah.
There you go. All right, guys. We're in overtime. So here's what I'm going to ask you before I let you guys go, because I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go drive a bunch of special needs students around. So we can't have me tired and wrecking a school bus now, can we? Yes. Can't have that, right? So, all right.
No.
We're going to start with you, Coach Parker, since your internet for some reason doesn't like you, and every time you move fast, it wants to kick you off. So try to stay calm and relaxed, okay? But why should people watch the Continental Football League, and why should they watch the Texas Syndicate?
The reason they should watch the Continental Football League is because it's something new. You know, we all get to a point where, you know what, once football is over, they don't have anything to look at. You know what I'm saying? And the product that, I mean, like I said, the Continental Football League has been around for a long. So, I mean, it has notoriety. It has old teams. It has new teams coming in, and it has a bunch of. It has owners and it has players that want to continue their legacy and make that legacy and also play football. The reason why I think Texas should watch it because we got some brewing over here. We got an energetic head coach. We got the offensive coordinator. It's great. Defensive coordinator is great. The offensive line coach is amazing. I'm gonna tell you right now, he is amazing. And then we have a owner who is putting people before himself, not just the players, not just coaches, but also the league in general too. He's he's very charismatic. He has long dreads, which was fine, and he literally wants to get people in a better position. You know what I'm saying? He wants the coaches to do. He wants the players to go to the next level. And also, they have an offensive line coach that's amazing. So, I mean, you should watch us because of that right there. I don't know. I'm just saying from experience.
Coach Hardaway?
I would say why people should watch the Continental Football League. I think it's going to be more like a family experience, family friendly, more intimate, where the fans will have more they'll have more activity, or basically have abilities to be around the players a little bit closer than what they may be used to. I would say why people should watch us, Texas Syndicate, is because based off of the coaching staff and the players we got coming in, we're gonna be ready. Have that popcorn ready. We're gonna put on a show, and you're gonna have fun watching us. And of course, lastly, we have the best damn offensive line coach. That's just everybody's just wanting to come out and see and all this stuff. Who happens to be a Dolphins fan, who the team is straight dumpster juice. So other than that, yeah. So I got.
Say it loud.
I will have to say this, guys. You two have been possibly the most entertaining on this show that I've had in a while. I mean, this guy over here, I've watched him drop his head so many times in a show with the two of you on here. It was quite comical to me to watch the general feel uncomfortable a few times on this show.
Never.
So these are not jokes.
Never uncomfortable.
These are not jokes, sir. This is what I'm saying. This is true. This is true. James, get off the feed.
It sounds like your guys' head coach is kind of stirring the pot a little, if you ask me. He's kind of stirring the pot there a little. You know? Yeah. All right, gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope this wasn't too hard for you and too nerve-wracking. I mean, no, Coach Parker, I heard you were nervous, that you didn't know if you'd be able to handle it.
Did I seem nervous?
You know,
this is nervous.
I mean, listen, after we talked, I mean, I heard that Coach Hardaway was in complete control and was in complete confidence because he's a Bills fan, and even though they lost 4 in a row in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen can't get him past the hump.
We should have stuck with T-Rod.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. T-Mobile can't do it. T-Mobile can't do it. Couldn't do it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Coach Park, I feel bad for you. My youngest son's a Dolphins fan too, and my dad was a Dolphins fan. So,
sir, I'll just say this: your son is going to grow up to be a great man, and your father was a great man. Okay, I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's worm food now. He's worm food now.
What was the words of the greatest Dolphins player? The greatest Dolphins player, the greatest Dolphins player of all time, Ray Finkel, 8 laces out.
Oh my God.
Go Bills.
This is Syndicate Tonight. I am your host, Spurge. I didn't know we were going to have a NFL rivalry between the two coaches. Yes, Coach, stir that pot. I think it's going to be. It's gonna be interesting.
I know it was getting personal, but okay.
I didn't get personal.
I didn't say nothing. I just said Ray Finkel.
The program's greatest movie. Okay, Ray Finkel. Watch that. Hey, I want to thank y'all for letting me be on so much. Thank you so much, the Big General. Thank you, PJ.
Thank you.
Thank you, Spurs, for letting me be on and be myself. So much for this opportunity. I want to tell you that right now.
No, that's what this show's about. This show is for you guys to get out there and let the people know who you guys are. Yes. Coach says it's building character and great training. Quincy, you got to invite me to the next. You got to invite me to the next coaches meeting because I just want to be a little fly on the wall and hear this one. Because this is
man, I kind of stay away from those things, man. I might pop in for like a second and then I'm out. I
think it'd be hilarious. But guys, thank you guys for joining us. I hope this wasn't too painful. And that's what this show is about, is to get you guys out there and to where the fans get to know who you guys are and to build that connection with the community for this upcoming season.
I hope you guys again.
Well, I mean, listen. It's your guys' show. You guys have an open door. I just come on Mondays and host it. They just tell me who's coming on, and I try to do my best to host it. Sometimes, like tonight, somebody took over, and I just couldn't control it. I don't know who that was.
I apologize.
No, it's all fun. That's what it's about. Quincy, we got anything else?
Thank you.
Yes. For our fans that are in San Antonio, we have landed one of 3 institutes that we stream in our games. So we having watch parties in the Toros' hometown for the people that want to come and support the Syndicate. It will be at the Triple Double Event Center of Kitty Hawk Road. So, we just spreading our wings a little bit in all areas that we need to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, wow!
But that's one of 4 that we're working on right now. So we got 3 already locked in. The other 3 are coming. So
you're gonna sit there and
hey, Big General, Hey, Big General, did you do that thing? Did you look at the stuff I sent you today?
You
didn't look at it? Okay.
Listen,
not yet.
Listen, Coach Parker, I told you he's always late on stuff.
Well, y'all can come and take all these meetings I got to take, and then I can look at everything else. I can do these meetings, and we can switch.
Sir.
I mean,
this is Syndicate Tonight. This is Syndicate Tonight. I am your host, Spurge. Thank you to the General who joins me every Monday night. Thank you to Coach Parker and Coach Hardaway. Gentlemen, I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. I cannot wait to see what your guys' practice is going to be like between the 2 of you guys. If it's anything like what was happening tonight, I think it's going to be a fun practice to watch. Oh, and before we go,
yes,
who we got? We got Big Yellow or do we got Big Blue?
Big Blue.
The finals.
Go Blue.
That's right. Go Michigan.
Go Blue. Go Michigan.
Go Michigan. Love it. We will see you guys next Monday. General, anything else?
Nah, that's it.
We are out of here.